it's your girl, Coco, coming back with my second video on none other than the Chaos Walking Trilogy. This is a picture from the supposed movie that's coming out featuring none other than the Tom Holland. The only reason I have these pictures is because I do not know how to edit, so I'm just gonna hold up it. Okay, so I tried to print this picture and it wasn't working, so it printed 3 times. So I have 3 pictures of the same picture of Tom Holland. You Google search, when you look up Tom Holland, I have a bunch of pictures of him. So we really are drowning in Tom Holland over here. Anyway, the Chaos Walking Trilogy is The Knife of Never Letting Go, The Ask and the Answer, and then Monsters of Men. An amazing trilogy. I really recommend it. They do get progressively bigger as they progress, but they're so worth the read. Main characters Todd and Viola live on another planet, so that's pretty cool. It's definitely sci-fi, probably a little fantasy too, but mostly sci-fi. Essentially what Patrick Ness has done is create a world where all of the men's thoughts are heard, whether they want them to or not. In the beginning, Todd lives in a town called New Prentice Town, and it's super creepy, and you can hear everyone's thoughts, and they're only men. And so essentially, every girl, female, woman, child was wiped out with a disease, I think. And so basically, there's only men. And then this girl, Viola, comes down in a spaceship, and then she and Todd team up to escape New Prentice Town with the help of Todd's dads. Yeah. So it is really good, and there are 3 of them, so you do have to read all 3, and that is kind of a turnoff for some people, but they are totally worth the read. I think it did take me a little bit of time to read them, but they are really good, and they are from the point of view of Todd and Viola. So you get the 2 sides where Todd isn't as educated and Viola is, so you do get that feeling of the uneducatedness of Todd, which actually adds to it, because it's like, oh my gosh, this is actually like a thing, you know, like instead of just writing from the education level of the author, he's writing from the education level of the character he's writing for. So when authors do that, it adds to it, definitely. Yeah, it's really good. And it's a very big differentiation between the words that he is hearing, people think, and the words that he is saying. Like, this is thoughts, and then that's the actual text down there. And that can happen on any page that just happens to be a page with a lot of it. Let me find a page like this. Like, that's like an animal. And so it's a good differentiation. It makes for a very interesting read to get to pages that are filled with them. That was definitely yeah. Anyway, so Tom Holland. That was a good intermission. Yes, so I'm trying to make these videos definitely more entertaining because they are really slow. So right now I'm gonna put a montage of me printing this out, and I hope you enjoy. hope you enjoyed that slight intermission about Tom Holland. This is my puppy. He does not want to be here, but I think dogs are more entertaining than me talking about books for 10 minutes. This won't be 10 minutes, I hope. The last one was, but it was also an introduction. So, yes, Patrick Ness. Since this isn't that long, and I just explained it, we are going to talk about Patrick Ness's other book, The Rest of Us Just Live Here. Ooh, this is a signed first edition. I didn't even know that. But yes, look, a signed, wow, you can't even see it. A signed first edition of The Rest of Us Just Live Here. I liked this book. I say liked, I didn't love it. If I loved it, it would be up on that shelf right there. But instead it is on this shelf down here. I rearranged my shelf since the last video, so that's why it looks a little different. That's why the, Schustermans are higher. They're right here. Anyway, so this shelf is basically books that are standalones that I didn't love. But I did like this book. I actually read this before, the Chaos Walking Trilogy. I didn't know if they were the same author, but it was good. Basically, it's a fantasy novel about... It's following a group that is not the main characters in the struggle that's going on. So they actually have no idea what's happening. But essentially, they're normal people living, I think they're like high schoolers, and they're just trying to live their lives and go to school. But there is a raging battle between superheroes and supervillains going on that they don't understand and they are not a part of. They just keep running into problems with it. So that is The Rest of Us Just Live Here. I mean, I recommend it as a read. It's pretty fast. And it is worth it because there's not a lot of books like that. And it's well written. I mean, it's Patrick Ness, but it could have been better. Hi, Avalanche. Yeah, so I liked it. Didn't love it. But I assume since Patrick Ness, I'm just going to throw it into here. So The Rest of Us Just Live Here. Won't touch it again. Anyway, so back to our Chaos Walking. I really, really, really recommend these books. Not my favorite trilogy, but it's definitely up there. You can see the space that it takes up right there. But yes, the Chaos Walking trilogy, amazing, totally worth it. You should read it. Yeah, we'll go through. This is A Knife of Never Letting Go, The Ask and the Answer, and Monsters of Men. So, I recommend it. I need you to read it. You will not regret reading it. And if this supposed movie comes out, we all know who's going to be in it. It's Tom Holland. It's Tom Holland. It's Tom Holland. That was really cringy. I'm sorry. And I will see you next time. Yeah. Okay. Bye.